Men may not always say it out loud, but deep down, they crave something more than just surface-level success or external achievements. It's not about grand gestures or always appearing strong and stoic. Instead, they long for something deeper, an inner peace, a sense of control over their lives, and an understanding of how to face the world with calm and courage. The Stoic philosophy, one of the oldest schools of thought in Western tradition, offers profound lessons on this very subject. It's not about having it all figured out or never facing hardship. It's about how one responds when life challenges you. When you apply the principles of Stoicism, you can unlock a way of thinking and being that transcends superficial desires and leads to true fulfillment. Stay with me, because in this exploration, I'm going to reveal how Stoicism can help you unlock a deeper, more resilient sense of self that every man secretly longs for, even if he doesn't express it in words. By the end of this, you'll understand how to approach life's challenges with a Stoic mindset, helping you build a life grounded in purpose and serenity. Let's begin by understanding why so many men, despite their strength and resilience, may struggle with finding true inner peace, and how the philosophy of Stoicism can address this quiet struggle. Why men hide their true desires. Stoicism teaches that the external world is largely out of our control, and yet, how we respond to it is the only thing that we can truly control. Society has ingrained in men from a young age the idea that they must be resilient and self-sufficient, to never show weakness, and to avoid expressing their vulnerabilities. This cultural pressure often leads men to hide their true emotional desires and struggles, even from themselves. Behind the Stoic demeanor, many men long for emotional peace, a sense of purpose and self-mastery. Yet, because they are conditioned to suppress these inner needs, they often avoid acknowledging them, let alone discussing them. Understanding the Stoic framework, one that doesn't require suppressing emotion, but rather cultivating emotional intelligence, can provide a way forward. The core of Stoicism is rooted in distinguishing between what is within our control and what isn't. When we let go of external distractions and focus on our internal state, we can achieve tranquility, even in the face of chaos. For men, this internal peace becomes something they secretly desire, a way to navigate the challenges of life without being swept away by frustration, anger, or fear. Let's explore the Stoic principles that can help every man unlock that inner peace and purpose. The Stoic principles. Every man secretly wants the desire for inner peace, ataraxia. One of the most profound desires that men secretly have is the pursuit of inner peace, a state of mind free from disturbance or worry. In Stoic philosophy, this is known as ataraxia. It's the ability to remain calm and composed regardless of external circumstances. Every man secretly longs for this. In a world that constantly demands more work, more success, more validation, this peace becomes a rare and valuable treasure. To achieve this state, Stoics believe we must first recognize the difference between things we can control and things we cannot. By focusing only on what is within our power, our actions, thoughts, and responses to the world, we can cultivate a sense of peace that is impervious to the turmoil around us. The desire for self-mastery, virtue. Stoicism teaches that the ultimate good is not pleasure or wealth, but virtue, living in accordance with reason and cultivating inner strength. Every man, whether he realizes it or not, secretly yearns for self-mastery, the ability to govern his own thoughts, actions, and desires. Through Stoic practices such as mindfulness and self-reflection, a man can begin to master his emotions, impulses, and reactions. When he is in control of his own mind, no external situation has the power to disturb his inner equilibrium. This self-mastery, achieved through constant practice and self-discipline, leads to true freedom and power. The desire for purpose, eudaimonia. A sense of purpose is something every man deeply craves. Stoicism teaches that a person's purpose should be aligned with living a virtuous life, seeking wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. This purpose is not tied to fleeting pleasures or societal validation, but to a deeper sense of meaning that transcends time and circumstance. Every man, in his heart, wants to contribute to something greater than himself. He seeks to make a lasting impact, whether through his work, his relationships, or his legacy. By embracing Stoic principles, he can find fulfillment not in external success, but in knowing he is living in alignment with his true purpose. The desire for emotional resilience. Life is full of setbacks and obstacles. Stoicism teaches that the key to happiness is not in avoiding hardship, but in learning how to respond to it with resilience. Every man secretly desires the strength to endure challenges without being overwhelmed by them. By practicing the Stoic technique of negative visualization, imagining the worst-case scenarios, one can develop resilience. This mental preparation helps reduce the emotional shock when adversity strikes, allowing the person to respond calmly and rationally rather than react impulsively. The desire for wisdom. Wisdom is another deeply cherished desire that every man longs for. To be wise is to understand the world, oneself, and others deeply. It is the ability to navigate the complexities of life with discernment and clarity. Stoics believe that wisdom is the highest form of knowledge, and that true wisdom comes from self-awareness and a deep understanding of the nature of the world. Wisdom allows one to make decisions that are in line with one's values, regardless of external pressures, fleeting emotions, desire, Every man secretly desires the freedom to live on his own terms, free from the tyranny of external circumstances and the chaos of ungoverned emotions. Stoicism teaches that it comes from mastery of the mind. It's not the person, emotions, or external events. He ought to make decisions that align with his values, his true desire. Encourages acting with justice in all interactions. A man who embraces this principle strives not only for his own good, but for the well-being of others, fostering an environment of mutual respect and equity. The desire for control over one's fate. Stoicism. By accepting what is beyond his control and focusing on what he can change, his own thoughts and actions, a man can navigate life's uncertainties with confidence, knowing that his fate lies in his hands. The desire for strong relationships. Contrary to the stereotype of the solitary Stoic, Stoicism also teaches the importance of relationships. Every man secretly wants to connect deeply with others, to form bonds that are grounded in mutual respect and shared virtue. Stoics believe that friendship and community are essential for living a fulfilled life. In deep, meaningful relationships, a man can find support and encouragement on his journey towards self-mastery and inner peace. The desire for a legacy. Finally, every man longs to leave behind a legacy that reflects his values and accomplishments. Stoicism teaches that the only true legacy we can leave is the mark we make on the world through our actions and character. By living a life of virtue, purpose, and wisdom, a man can ensure that his legacy will endure long after he's gone, testimony to the strength and goodness of his character. Conclusion: unlocking your true desires through Stoicism. Explore the deep desires that every man seeks and longs for. It's clear that Stoicism offers profound insights into how to achieve them. The practice of Stoic principles, wisdom, peace, justice and mutual respect, the pursuit of virtue, the cultivation of emotional intelligence, and the quest for purpose are all achievable through the philosophy of Stoicism.